Shalom, this is your brother Mark coming back with another video. Before we start off, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rekah, HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone who is well, prophet and teaching his truth. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect who is scattered amongst the nation, made like the other nation. Going back to the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, being a speckled bird, who are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that we know today. And today I want to go into the parable of the dinner, and I'll read on down from 16 to, I guess I'll read on down all the way to 35. But I want to start off with Luke 14 and 16. It says, "Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many. And he sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are ready, or now ready." Salakia. And that certain man is Yahushua, and he's making a great supper, and that supper is going into the salvation of the hopeful elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3, the men, women, and children. And he sent his servants, and that servants are, the prophets that are on the highways and byways today, and who are pushing this truth, and via the internet too, also, pushing this truth out, spreading the word and gospel to the men, women, and children that's out there today. It says, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make an excuse. The first said unto him, I have brought a piece of ground, and I must need to go and see it. I pray thee, have me excuse. So this man bought some land, probably bought like a house or whatever, etc., farm, whatever it could be. He bought this thing, and he says, I got to go attend to this. It's very important. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excuse. And this is going to a man, who bought, these oxen. He got to go prove them. He got work and stuff to go on. That's more important to him. Having these oxen and doing work. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So, this man is simping over a woman, and he have married his wife, and he's putting her more, making her more important to him. So he says, I can't come. So the servant came and shewed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servants, Go out quickly into the streets and the lanes of the city, and bring hither the poor, and the maimed, and the halt, and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done, as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. And that's what the men out there today on the highways and byways and via the internet is doing. They're on the streets and the lanes and the highways and hedges, compelling the people to come in, letting the elect know, waking them up, telling them like, look, salvation is coming, that great supper is coming, and all these things that's about to transpire in these coming times, to bring them in, to bring them back into the truth. It says, For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. And those men, those are like the 2/3, and the men who came into the truth and known about the truth and fell out, who put their houses, their work, oxen, and their wife before the truth. They felt like, I got to go and do, this because it's way more important to the truth, which in actuality, the truth is more important to anything that's in this world. And I want to get that. This is 1 John 2 and 15, and it says, Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of his flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of the life, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High and abideth forever. And these are for the 2/3 and the men that was spoken about in the parable, who had more love for this world than the truth. They put everything before the truth. They put everything in this world before the truth. Because they lust after it. They felt like they could make it in this world, which in actuality we can't, because we still underneath these curses. We are at the bottom of the barrel. We can't do nothing right now because we don't have we still have these curses on us. Deuteronomy 28:16 on down. These things are are on us. We can't do nothing about it. And it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father but of the world. But the world passeth away and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. And the things of this world, whether it could be money, clothes, women, games, whatever it could be etc. Many things. All that's gonna pass away. All of it is just lustful things to feed after the flesh. It doesn't profit you nothing. You probably might be happy on doing these things. It's only supposed to not wouldn't even say comfort you, but to keep you I would say like a little entertained for the time being. But it's like you'll do it, but at the end of the day, you don't feel happy about it. It doesn't really keep you happy. You probably might hit for a little while, and then after you said it's done, and then you go find something else, and it'll keep on spiraling out of control until it gets worse. And it says, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. But keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and doing the work, that will bring forth everlasting life. That will bring forth salvation. But everything that's in this world will bring forth death and damnation and destruction. Because Job 9:24, it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And that's the main man who's running this world. That's everything that he putting out in this world is what the people are taking hand into. These are the people that's lusting after these things. Esau. Esau is wicked ruler. He's putting all these things in front of your eyes and corrupting the people and deteriorating them and bringing them down to damnation. They bringing them down to hell, to the grave, to hard jobs and high taxes and stuff like that. He's polluting the world more and more ever so often he goes. He's doing these things. So you can't be accustomed to this world, because this is his world. This is this is his time to rule, but it's only going to be for a season. And if you're a friend of this world, you're in enmity to the Most High. And I want to get that too. And this is James 4:4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore would be friends of the world is the enemy of the Most High. So, if you're friends of this world, you're friends with Esau and his system and everything that he's got going on. Like today, when I was at camp listening, seen a lot of people wearing red dresses, men and women. It's a lot of moles and these weird people. I don't know how it's in byways, wearing these things, just out and about, not caring, like very wicked and abominations, on a daily basis that we go through, that vexes our spirit and soul that we get to see, and that's all because of Esau and all the things that he put out in this world that a lot of people take part of, And I want to go back to Luke 14:24, and it says, and there went a great multitude with him, and he turned and said unto them, If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever do not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So, if you can't cast off these things, like like this life that you're living in, your father, wife, mother, sister, friend, whoever it is that's in this world, if you can't put them behind for the truth, then you can't be a servant. You can't bear that cross, because you still attached to this world, and this world profited nothing. It will all fade away, what I was gonna say. And this is not talking about, literally hating your mother and father and stuff like that, but it's basically saying that you can't put them over, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and His only begotten Son. You can't do that, Those come second. Everything comes second before the truth, because the Heavenly Father and only begotten Son, they're everything. They would never go back on their words. They always would be there for us whenever we need them. So why would you, put your family and friends over them when whenever that time comes, they not always there. They would never be able to, do these things for you. So that's why you got to put our whole trust and faith into Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And I want to get that in what is it? Psalms 124 and 8. It says, "Our help is in the name of Yahweh, who made heaven and earth." And I think they got another precept to that one. Forgot that one. Righteous. Proverbs 18 and 10, it says, "The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe." So we could call upon, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and they will always be there for us. They are that strong tower for us whenever we need them. But, your family and them, you can't call for them 10 out of 10, every day of the week. They got lives and stuff like that too. So they're not going to be able to help you every time. But, calling for Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, they'll always will be there for you. That's our power, that's our protection, that's our guidance, that's our light. That's our truth, that's the righteousness. That's our rock. That's our tower. Without them, we are nothing. We are we are worms, compared to them. We are nothing to them, if you don't call upon those names. But if you call upon them, we'll always be guided into the right position. They'll never let us down. And I want to finish it off. It says, "For which of you intending to build a house, intending to build a tower, sit not down first and count the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it, lest happily after he had laid foundation is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king go to make war against another king, sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000? Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassage and desired condition of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsake not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple." I don't know if I want to read 34 and 35. I don't think that goes with it. But this basically saying, like, weigh out your option. Will you be able to, put off your family, your friends, and all these things that's in this world to come serve this truth? Other than, saying that you can, but don't count the cost of it. You come into the truth and say, oh, it's kind of hard, the this prosecution, or people mocking and scoffing and calling me these names, and all that. I can't handle this. This is something I can't do. Will you be able to do that for this truth? But you just gotta have that mindset that when you come into this truth, everything that's in this world is done. It's gone. Like, you can't worry about it. You can't put your hopes and dreams into this world, because it is nothing that's going to come into this world. But hope and dreams will always come through Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and whenever you put your trust, faith, and heart into Him, everything is possible. But that's pretty much all I have. Lord willing, is edifying. And with that, I'm gonna give all praises, glory, honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders in great millstone who were well, prophet and teaching is true. Peace, blessing, and salutation to Allah who is scattered amongst the nation, made elect of the heathen nations. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.